I think that Taylor Swift having 2 or 3 children, she should have more children than she has houses. That is my challenge, Taylor Swift, and I'm not being sarcastic.
The Taylor and Travis story is moving at lightning speed. Recently, Charlie Kirk's past comments about Taylor Swift's engagement resurfaced after his passing, sparking online chatter, debates, and plenty of eye rolls as fans revisited his outspoken takes.
Up until this point, that's not a great role model for young women, to wait all the way until you're 35 and just put your career first.
The Taylor and Travis universe is buzzing with fresh updates and headlines. Reports suggest Travis Kelce may be considering retirement after this season, choosing to prioritize family life with Taylor Swift, a move that has fans both surprised and intrigued. His ex, Kayla Nicole, also stepped into the spotlight, addressing the online hate she's endured and sharing how she's reclaimed her confidence and narrative, showing resilience in the face of criticism. Meanwhile, Reba McEntire kept things lighthearted as Rex Lynn jokingly teased her about having a playful crush on Travis, giving fans a fun and humorous moment. On the career front, Taylor may have fallen short of Forbes' most elite list this year, but her influence and cultural presence remain undeniable. For those dreaming of living like a neighbor to the superstar, her famous Rhode Island estate is now available on the market for $12.2 million, sparking interest among fans and luxury buyers alike. Adding to the chatter, past remarks by Charlie Kirk about Taylor's engagement have resurfaced online after his passing, drawing renewed attention. His comments were once viewed as critical and controversial, but now they serve more as a reminder of how often her personal life sparks national debate.
America's biggest pop star, marrying the pharmaceutical spokesperson, ends up conservatizing them. Taylor Swift might de-radicalize herself.
He even mocked her by suggesting she jump from being a cat lady to endorsing his favorite politicians, as if cuddling a ragdoll cat suddenly translates into launching political campaigns overnight.
Taylor Swift might go from a cat lady to a J.D. Vance supporter, and I think we should celebrate that.
He went further, suggesting Taylor should prioritize having kids over owning multiple houses, a comment many found outdated and unnecessary.
I think that Taylor Swift having 2 or 3 children, she should have more children than she has houses. That is my challenge, Taylor Swift, and I'm not being sarcastic.
He even took it further, saying Taylor should drop feminism, act like a submissive wife, and stop living in a fantasy, just because she chose career over marriage until 35. Insiders rolled their eyes, especially when he bizarrely linked her politics to being unmarried.
Abstract clouds. Reject feminism. Submit to your husband, Taylor. But maybe one of the reasons why Taylor Swift has been so just kind of annoyingly liberal over the last couple of years is that she's not yet married and she doesn't have children. I say this non-sarcastically. I say this as a husband and a father. Having children changes you. You got to change your name. If not, you don't really mean it. Congratulations, Taylor.
The whirlwind surrounding Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce is moving at the speed of a 2-minute drill, with twists and turns hitting the headlines faster than fans can refresh their feeds. And it all begins with chatter about Travis Kelce possibly hanging up his cleats at the end of this NFL season, not because he's run out of talent or hunger for championships, but because he may be preparing for a brand new playbook, one focused on family life, marriage, and perhaps even children with Taylor Swift, a chapter that has insiders buzzing with speculation and excitement. Sources suggest that with Kelce's $34 million Chiefs contract nearing its close, the timing couldn't be more perfect for him to shift gears from chasing touchdowns to chasing milestones at home, especially since he's openly flirted with retirement before, and now with the engagement talk circling, the timing feels too aligned to ignore, with friends joking that he's finally weighing the decision between being tackled by 300-pound linebackers or being tackled by toddlers in the living room. And while this doesn't mean he's fading into a quiet retirement filled with crossword puzzles and birdwatching, far from it, in fact, because Travis has already set himself up for a booming career outside of football with his chart-topping podcast alongside his brother Jason, proving there's just as much opportunity and even more fun in talking about the game rather than playing it, with networks reportedly circling to offer him lucrative broadcasting deals, making the idea of retirement sound less like an ending and more like a next-level transition. And it helps that Taylor isn't pressuring him but certainly seems excited about what's next. Having long hinted at her dream of motherhood, even back in 2012 when she admitted she wanted a big family of 4 kids. And while her stance has shifted over time, insiders say the timeline she and Travis are on now makes sense, sparking theories that the wedding bells might soon lead to baby strollers, a thought fans are already playfully decoding the way they would hidden lyrics in her songs. But before diving too far into the Swift-Kelce Jr.'s theories, the spotlight shifts to someone who knows Travis better than most, his ex, Kayla Nicole, who took her opportunity to shine right when the engagement news between Taylor and Travis broke, appearing at New York Fashion Week in full glow-up mode, sending an unspoken message to the internet. Yes, she's aware of the headlines, but no, she's not broken by them, and yes, she still looks fabulous, reminding everyone she has her own story to tell. Her history with Travis stretched back to 2017, with 5 years of ups and downs, breakups and reconciliations, and constant fan speculation about whether they were together or apart. But now that chapter is firmly closed, and Kayla is steering her own ship with style and confidence, using her platform to speak on how she navigates the waves of online criticism and constant tabloid noise, offering wisdom that social media only holds power if you give it, essentially saying, "Trolls live rent-free in your head only if you let them," and she backs up that message with action, explaining that if the comments become too much, deleting the app is a simple solution, a mindset many found refreshing and empowering. And when people expected shade or subtweets in response to the engagement, she instead reposted a clip of Tracee Ellis Ross discussing the importance of choosing joy over fleeting happiness, a choice that Kayla herself later explained by breaking down the difference between happiness, which she compared to a Slurpee, quick and sweet but temporary, versus joy, which is deeper, intentional, and built to last, a philosophy that resonated with many who've watched her navigate the media storm with grace. And while she has unfollowed a few mutual acquaintances like Britney and Patrick Mahomes, she's quick to clarify it wasn't drama but rather boundaries, showing she's setting her own healthy limits while moving forward with positivity, which is why many consider her handling of the spotlight an iconic example of resilience. But Kayla's not the only woman adding her voice to the ever-expanding Kelce universe, because country music icon Reba McEntire has long been a vocal admirer of Travis, casually fangirling over him during games and joking about how adorable he is, to the point where her partner Rex Lynn has built a running joke out of it, teasing her playfully whenever Kelce makes a big play. And while some might assume jealousy, it's really just lighthearted couple humor, with Reba once even admitting she felt cheated on when Travis's romance with Taylor went public, as if her imaginary crush had suddenly ghosted her for the world's biggest pop star, and Rex leaned right into the bit, ribbing her constantly, which she embraced as part of their ongoing inside joke, showing that even superstars like Reba can still swoon over athletes the same way fans do scrolling through highlight reels. And this playful commentary added another layer of fun to the ongoing saga. But while Reba gets her laughs, Taylor has been balancing her own highs and lows, and though she's broken records and built an empire, Forbes recently released its list of the top 400 wealthiest individuals in America, and while Taylor is undeniably a billionaire with an estimated $1.6 billion net worth, she didn't quite make the cut for the exclusive club that required $3.8 billion just to enter. And while some were quick to note she's not on the list, others pointed out that being worth more than an entire city doesn't exactly leave her crying in her pillow, especially considering her Eras tour smashed past $2 billion, making it one of the most successful tours of all time. Her streaming revenues continue to flow in, and she still dominates the music and cultural conversation more than almost any figure alive. So missing the cut for the Forbes 400 is more of a quirky side note than any reflection of her status. But what really added fuel to the conversation is that while her financial placement sparked headlines, another story broke about a stunning Rhode Island estate listed for $12.2 million just down the road from Taylor's own Watch Hill home, creating the bizarre opportunity for someone with deep enough pockets to quite literally buy into the Swiftie neighborhood. A dream for many fans, and the estate itself comes with 2 houses, a guest apartment above the garage, 8 bedrooms, 4,600 square feet of New England seaside charm, porches perfect for lemonade on summer days, and sweeping views of the Atlantic Ocean, making it an exclusive and historic property hitting the market for the first time in nearly 90 years. And with wedding rumors swirling around Taylor and Travis, the timing of such a listing feels almost like a plot twist scripted for the tabloids, since whoever moves in could end up boasting at dinner parties that they share a cul-de-sac with one of the most talked about couples in the world. And while the idea of rubbing elbows with the Swifts and Kelces might sound like fantasy, for the right millionaire, it's now a very real option, further feeding the ever-growing narrative that surrounds this couple and their universe. And so, from Travis's possible retirement to Kayla Nicole's inspiring resilience, from Reba McEntire's playful crush to Taylor's near miss on the wealth list and the Rhode Island real estate twist, one thing is clear. The storylines around Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce aren't slowing down anytime soon, because whether it's football, fashion, music, or financial headlines, the intersection of their worlds has created a non-stop cycle of fascination, speculation, and entertainment, one that fans eagerly follow like the latest hit series, complete with plot twists, cameos, and cliffhangers, all building up to what everyone suspects could be the biggest wedding and family chapter yet, proving once again that when it comes to Taylor and Travis, the line between personal lives and cultural phenomenon is nearly impossible to separate, leaving fans watching, waiting, and analyzing every move like it's the latest lyric drop.